second pastor, we had a man work for Coke, and we saw 53 get the Holy Ghost. I'm sorry, you got to do the math there, Sister Brenda. But I do thank you so much for this opportunity to be here. It's such a privilege and honor. I appreciate your pastor so much. What a great congregation. We just love to be with you folks. I do apologize my wife could not be here. My son was supposed to be here with me, and then he had an engagement for he's involved in a Christmas program at the Williamsport Church, and they had dress rehearsal tonight. So I'm a loner, but it is good. You've made me feel so welcome. It's good to be here. I just so appreciate it. And I thank you for this privilege and opportunity. This is just an unbelievable building. It's just amazing. Of course, Brother Matt Frankfurt was giving me the lowdown on all of the dates and everything. It was good to be around another history buff. I did find it quite strange, though, as I parked down the street and I walked by the Lincoln Diner, and being right across from the theater just didn't seem to be like a fit there too good. I don't know if that's a slap in the face to President Lincoln or what, being right there in the theater. But being a missionary to Israel, I have been privileged and blessed to actually be in Bethlehem on quite a different number of occasions. And Bethlehem is actually Palestinian territory. In fact, Bethlehem is one of the main checkpoints. And when Pastor Kramer called me, he said he would like me to incorporate, obviously talk about Christmas and incorporate some things. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some things that I learned in Bethlehem. I know Brother Pio remembers being in Bethlehem, and he will tell you it is a very dirty city. It's not a nice city, but it's still a city that is celebrated. And I don't know about you, probably like most everybody, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. Who would agree with me? I think even in the north, we put up with the cold, and everybody hates snow, but not everybody, but most people. But December 25th, you want to see some snow, and we love it. And probably the main reason that Christmas is my favorite time of the year is because I'm just a big kid. And I enjoy, I am the first one, and I have been the first one to be awake on Christmas morning for probably, I'm 40 years old now, probably the last 35 years of my life. I wake up every Christmas morning before any of my kids. It's been that way the whole time. I'm just excited for Christmas. And I'm an impatient person. I believe patience is a virtue. It just doesn't happen to be one I possess. Anybody else have an issue with patience? I believe in patience. I believe we need patience. I remember my pastor telling me, don't pray for patience. And I said, well, how do I get it then? He said, well, tribulation worketh patience, but patience is something good to have. But the time of year that I was most impatient was Christmas. And has anybody ever been there? You just cannot wait. And as a kid, I was thinking today, and thinking in particular, as my wife, I was on my way packing to come, and she said, now make sure that you don't use that backpack because there's Christmas presents hidden in there. And Jacob's going to be home alone for a couple hours by himself. And it's only right that my kids are snoopers because I was a snooper. Anybody ever snoop in your Christmas presents? Be honest. My mom told me when she was little, she's a phenomenal gift wrapper. And the reason she is because she would unwrap every single one of her presents to see what they were and then rewrap them when her parents were home. And I remember in particular one year, I was probably about 12 or 11 years old, and I had been snooping. And my eyes came across the greatest Christmas present that a boy could ask for. Inside this box was a beautiful leather Rawlings football. Anybody ever get a football for Christmas? Girls, if you didn't get a football for Christmas, then you don't know what you're missing out on. It It was so amazing. The smell. Has anyone ever smelled a leather football? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to just be carnal with you. It smelled so good.